Parques Reunidos is an international theme park chain that operates 18 different amusement parks in 3 different continents. These parks range from major thrill parks like Mirabolandia to smaller family parks like Dutch Wonderland. I have had the opportunity to visit 2/3 of these parks, so today I want to count down the best roller coasters I've ridden in the entire Parques Reunidos chain. And before starting this list, I want to note some of the parks and attractions I have not yet ridden that likely would have made this list had I experienced them. First, I have not visited Tusenfryd in Norway, a park home to Speed Monster, an intimate accelerator coaster, and Thunder Coaster, a rare Vekoma Woody. It is likely that both rides would have found a spot in this list had I ridden them. I also have not visited Dragon Park in Vietnam, which is home to Dragon's Run, the relocated time machine from Freestyle Music Park. Last but not least, Steel Curtain was added to Kennywood after my most recent visit. With that being said, here are the top 20 roller coasters I have ridden in the entire Parques Reunidos chain. Number 20, Typhoon at Bobbejaanland Land. The second Gerstlauer Eurofighter was smoother than expected, and that can be attributed to the more gradual transitions compared to some of the later installations. This coaster has a solid beyond vertical drop, a forceful loop, and solid hang time of the 3 barrel rolls. Number 19, Van Helsing's Factory at Movie Park, Germany. This indoor Gerstlauer coaster is themed to Van Helsing franchise, and it has a distinct horror vibe to it. Along the queue and course, you'll encounter several animatronics and screen-based effects that try to elicit a jump scare. As for the coaster, it has some really strong laterals, especially because you cannot see several of the drops and turns coming. This ride really feels like a hybrid Haunted House and Wild Mouse, which is what makes it unique. Number 18, Jackrabbit at Kennywood. Is there any other coaster most defined by one moment? And that moment I'm talking about is of course Jackrabbit's double down into the ravine. Thanks to the minimalistic restraints, you experience some terrifying ejector airtime in this double down. But unfortunately, that's the only good part of the entire ride. Number 17 is another Woody at Kennywood in Racer. One of the few Mobius racing coasters still in existence, Racer is an incredibly fun ride since it always races. Not only is the ride immaculately smooth despite being almost 100 years old, but also some decent airtime if you ride in the back row. Number 16, Superman at Parque Warner Madrid. I've made it known that I find Superman to be one of the most disappointing B&M floorless coasters out there because of the persistent rattle and lackluster inversions, but it still deserves a spot in this list because of the airtime it delivers on the first drop in airtime hills. No other B&M floorless coaster delivers this type of airtime. Number 15, Madagascar Mad Pursuit at Motion Gate Dubai. This is arguably the oddest Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. Located indoors, Madagascar Mad Pursuit is themed to a children's film, but it features one of the most intense starts of any coaster. That launch packs a serious punch, and the following high-speed turns in complete darkness have some violent laterals. And there are also a few nice airtime moments afterwards, but the coaster has 2 flaws. 1, a lackluster second half, and 2, a brutal shuffle in the turns following the launch. Number 14, Thunderbolt at Kennywood. One of the best coasters in the world for laterals, Thunderbolt will have you pinned against the side of the train for a large chunk of the ride. But when you aren't experiencing laterals, you're dropping down the ravine getting some decent airtime. Of Kennywood's Woodies, this is easily my favorite. And number 13 is another coaster at Kennywood in Skyrocket. The original premier ride Skyrocket is a fun little launch coaster. It's glass smooth and filled with some good moments. I love the top hat, inversions, and drop off the brake run. But I don't love the coaster's finale. It crawls through some undulations and barely makes it over the final bunny hills. Number 12, Abhisma at Parque de Atracciones Madrid. This is the most unique of the Maurer Skyloops as it's the lone extended version. This ride has the usual inverted lift hill with some of the freakiest hang time of any coaster, but it also includes some forceful overbanks and strong airtime hills. The one downside with this coaster is the restraint system. The restraints are really awkward and dig into your stomach as opposed to your lap. Number 11, Phobia Fear Coaster at Lake Compounce. This premier ride Skyrocket 2 may be a clone, but it's one of the best clones out there. This compact ride packs a mighty punch. The launches feel fast, and I love the powerful airtime going up and down the tower. Plus, you have that super slow inversion nearly 150 feet off the ground. And this is one of the few installations with just a lap bar. Number 10. Capital Bullet Train at Motion Gate Dubai. This mock launch coaster has arguably the worst launches of any coaster in existence. But the rest of the ride stands out. The hang time on the reverse spike is superb, as is the hang time in the super slow vertical loop. It's reminiscent of the hang time you get on Copperhead Strikes loops. The rest of the layout is a compact twister with some airtime, a forceful low to the ground turn, and a nice zero-G roll. This coaster does have a bad rattle throughout, but it never becomes uncomfortable due to the restraints. And the coaster has a wonderfully themed queue line to the Hunger Games franchise. Number 9. Batman Arkham Asylum at Parque Warner Madrid. This B&M invert is identical to the Batman the Ride clones you'll find at several Six Flags parks, and that isn't a bad thing. B&M's original inverted coaster layout is among their most intense designs, with forceful inversions and leg-numbing turns. Plus, it has a better queue line than the version stateside. Number 8. Gold Rush at Attracti Parks Slegharen. This Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster may be short, but it's quite the forceful little ride. The launches are decent, but I especially love everything that follows. The sustained hang time in the reverse stall, the airtime and lateral combo on the top hat, the forceful overbank, the sustained airtime on the camelback, and the crazy laterals on the dive loop. Number 7. Fury at Bobbejaanland Land. This Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster is most well known for the gimmick that riders can vote whether they want to ride forwards or backwards. And this is an extremely disorienting coaster to ride in reverse. Fury isn't the most forceful coaster, really the top has the only intense part, but the coaster has some fantastic hang time on the spikes and zero-G roll. Number 6. Star Trek Operation Enterprise at Movie Park Germany. This mock launch coaster may have lackluster launches, it's a theme with mock coasters, but I love everything else about it. The reverse spike and inversions deliver some fantastic hang time. And the top hat and bunny hills peppered throughout the layout deliver varying degrees of airtime. Plus, this also is one of the best themed queue lines I've ever experienced. If you're a Star Trek fan, you'll be in love here. Number 5. Katoon at Mirabilandia. Katoon is among the best of the B&M inverts. This coaster is the size of Alpengeist, with the forces of a Batman the Ride clone. Katoon charges through its layout, never giving riders a moment to catch their breath. This coaster doesn't have the faintest rattle either, and the inversions are all extremely snappy. Number 4. Roar-O-Saurus at Storyland. This coaster may stand just 40 feet tall and be located in a children's park, but this Gravity Group wooden coaster is an airtime machine. Roar-O-Saurus hauls through the layout, delivering abrupt airtime on every single hill. The rapid-fire bunny hills during the finale remind me of Steel Vengeance's finale, which is quite the compliment for this itty-bitty Woody. Number 3. iSpeed at Mirabilandia. This Intamin Blitz coaster is a very underrated ride. I actually prefer it to Maverick. iSpeed has a solid initial launch and then goes berserk. The top hat delivers sustained ejector airtime similar to the top hat and accelerator, and then flies through a layout with rapid-fire transitions and airtime hills. But the most memorable elements for me are the inline twists. These elements are taken ridiculously fast, and they're as close as we'll ever get to experiencing Maverick's removed inversion. The whip on these inversions is unbelievable. I know some may not like the hard over-the-shoulder restraints, but I didn't find them an issue because I could anticipate the ride's next move. Number 2. Phantom's Revenge at Kennywood. Morgan converted an old Arrow Looper into one of the most bizarre hypercoasters in existence. And it's also one of the best hypercoasters. This coaster has some powerful airtime, and it can be experienced in full thanks to the super loose restraints. And I'd be remiss not to mention that famous second drop into the ravine. The drop is every bit as good as its reputation suggests. It's tall, fast, and delivers some great airtime in the back. And coming in at number 1 is Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds. The best coaster in the entire Parques Reunidos chain is one of the best wooden coasters in the world. Boulder Dash is a CCI coaster built on a heavily wooded mountain. That setting, combined with the ride's perfect pacing, results in a crazy ride from start to finish. Boulder Dash is essentially an out and back coaster loaded with airtime hills, but it also mixes in some sneaky laterals as the coaster weaves around trees. And as good as this coaster is by day, it gives legendary night rides rivaling those of the Voyage. There is absolutely no light on the mountainside. I know some people will find this coaster a bit too rough for their liking, but I think it's the perfect amount of aggressive without becoming uncomfortable. So those are my favorite coasters in the Parques Reunidos chain. What are your favorite coasters in the chain, or thoughts on the ones I talked about? I would love to hear your comments down below. Thank you for listening, and subscribe for more roller coaster videos here at Canopy Coaster.